Yo, wagwan. Tish your boy, Jeton, Legendary, and we are back with another Cyberpunk photo session. I got some new ideas written down on the board, so we're gonna finish up these old ones, which is Beach, Military, Gothic Part 2, which I'm pretty sure I already did. So I need to erase that. I got some new ideas for the next coming weeks and whatever. Look, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, the notification bell, show what your people join Legendary Clan Sports Channel become legendary. I do all things photography and cinematics, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. With that being said, we got three characters, okay? We got Japanese V here, then we got Samoan V, and then we got Native V, because it's been a hot minute since I've done some stuff with her, okay? With that being said, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Check out all the links in the description. Might find some other stuff you might like. I got a music channel and whatnot. Let's go. Alright, we got her set up at the pool. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is Japanese V. Okay, so for the folks that are, you know, newer here. Japanese V of many of my characters. Okay. She is the only one who is in the line of her profession. Which in the world of Cyberpunk is what you would call the joy toy. She's essentially like Evelyn, right? But she expensive, okay? You're not gonna catch her on the beach of Night City, right? She's worth too much. So she's out here instead at this very beautiful house in this big old pool, okay? That's her thing. Professional model too, so you're not gonna catch her on the Night City beaches. Ever. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I'm having a lack of color here. That might be because of the light. Let me see. I'm using a single lamp setup. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for this one, if I'm gonna do multi or single. See here. It might not be necessary to do a multi-lamp. This is already a really good amount of lighting. This is how you cheat the system, folks. You don't want to have to work with a multi-lamp setup. Make sure the background lighting is good and you won't have to. You see, a multi-lamp is completely unnecessary. It looks about just as clean. Most of the time when I'm using a multi-lamp setup is for when I am doing scenery that is either quite dark or the main focus needs to be the character. But, you know, considering the background lighting is amazing, she already is the focus without really having to do much. Multi-lamp setups though is really for when you're on ultra ray tracing graphics. That's what I usually use multi-lamp setups for. Okay, boom. Now we got more color out of her. Go ahead, put that field of view, that depth of field on. I always do 50 personally. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't add too much, but keeps it nice where it's not too little, where the focus is very clearly her. Drop that a little bit, just a little. Or should? I think I might actually go higher with this one. Give her more color. It's a little too much. There we go. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch her on the beaches, cause see the beaches of Night City are trashy. Alright, she'd have to be in like fucking Monaco or something if it still exists within this time frame. Probably does. Probably still expensive too. So that's where she would be at, alright? You wouldn't catch her on no filthy Night City beach, because it is quite literally filthy. But then again, at the same time, if you find the right spot, some of the spots is actually decently clean. Some of them spots is decent. I think I got, I do. Actually, I'm gonna keep it on. That looks nice. Usually I don't. Usually I turn off depth of field, but for this moment of time, oops, it actually works quite well. So we're gonna keep it. It's not phasing her out too much. Depth of field in the not the depth of field. The what the fuck is it called? Volumetric fog in this game can be a little problemsome. Hold up. So you just gonna watch this many minutes of the video and you ain't even gonna hit the subscribe button? That's crazy to me. Subscribe right now, man. Let's get back into the video. Okay. That's number one. Number two, why the fuck is she twitching? And number 3, I forgot to turn the moving face off. Whoops. You know, for a little while, I used to get mad that the camera was spawned down there. I actually don't now, because now I kind of realize it saves my videos and it saves me the editing time. Back in the day, it was spawn at the top. But you know, sometimes when you spawn in the photo mode, the character's clothes is gone, then they pop up. I would have to use to edit that stuff all the dang time. No, man. Now it spawns down there. So if she is, you don't know. It was perfect. I think we gotta reduce the light on her a little bit. Make it a little more normalized. Her facial features are starting to fade out, which means we got too much light. 500. 501, I guess, is decent enough too. Down a tiny bit. Keep that where it was. I ain't used none of these, what's the name? I used to use this a lot. It might be good right now to use, actually. That looks great. Add a little bit of that. We can actually bring the lighting back up a bit. Yeah, I used to use this filter like crazy. It's a great filter. Honestly, it's the best in here. The rest of these are cool. You'd have to reduce them down a bit, which I'm glad they gave you the option to do so. But this one naturally is just so incredible looking, as you can very clearly see. This one's pretty good too. It's a little too yellow though. A little too yellow. This is the best black and white right here if you're trying to do black and white, which I need to do one of these days. That'd be tight. A 1950s theme. It's been a hot minute since I did a 50s theme anyways. I mean, I just did pinup not too long ago. But if we go for more specific, you know what I mean, 1950s straight up. Because what I did was I did 50s to 70s. Problem is, there's not a lot of old school cars. People ain't making a whole lot of old school cars. We're getting a lot of new stuff, which is cool, but me, personally, I'm the king of the classics, baby. If it ain't old school, I'm probably not gonna really rock with it all that much. Get me wrong, there's a lot of good new looking cars out here, but not a single one of them is coming close to anything old school. I'm gonna say my biggest love for a modern car goes to the 2012 to 2015 Maserati joints. Those are pretty dang good. I can't fucking lie. Those are some of my favorite looking modern cars. Okay. But old school all the way, baby. Give me a fucking 85 Oldsmobile Cutlass over a dang Bugatti any days. Now, see, if somebody pulled up on me and asked the unrealistic question of, would you rather take, because that would never happen, would you rather take an 85 Oldsmobile or this Bugatti, this brand spanking new Bugatti? Me personally, I'm gonna take the Bugatti and then I'm gonna sell it so I can then get my Oldsmobile and have a crap ton of money left over. That's exactly why that wouldn't happen, because who the fuck would just be running around giving out free Bugattis and Oldsmobiles? Nobody. Doesn't even make sense. You know, if we're going on hypotheticals, you feel what I'm saying? Fucking Oldsmobile all day, baby. We might have to go with a multi-lamp setup. The shadow is harsh. I didn't even move the lamp that far away from her, so I'm not sure why we're having such a real bad shadow problem. We might have to go with a multi-lamp here. Where's that? 150? There's mad shadows, man. The only way to fix that is through a multi-lamp setup. A multi-lamp. You see, let's test that out real quick, make sure. Because it could just be the positioning as well. Go ahead, scrap this real quick. Either way, though, the coloring is great, so this is going to be a real nice photo set here. Go ahead, way down. Oh, we got to bring the warm hue back. But I'm all about the old school whips. Now, just recently, I was trying to ooh, shoot, excuse me. The mic didn't pick that up. Recently, I was trying to do some playthroughs over on the gaming channel. Man, that is a process that is way more time consuming than I remember it being. Depending on how many of yous over here still be watching, y'all probably remember back when I was doing them playthroughs. Boy, oh boy. Time consumption through the dang roof. I wanted to bring this channel back to its photography roots, though, because that's where it all started, realistically. Especially if you're like an old subscriber. Before I started doing mad live streams and crap like that, when I had like 200 subscribers. It was all through, originally through photography and, time-lapse and cinematic videos that I used to do on like APB and crap. I still got a lot of those videos. I'll probably upload a couple of them, not all of them, because some of them are just, you know, real outdated. Some of those old time lapses were still really good. I need to do some new ones, as a matter of fact. Especially with GTA V Enhanced being up and running now. Definitely should. The downside with GTA V Enhanced is I don't know if anybody has updated their menus for Enhanced. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the stuff I normally would have done. At about 85. Good. Okay, let's see. Will the multi-lamp setup fix the shadow issue that I'm having? It will. It's properly, of course. So, yeah, I wanted to bring this channel back to its original roots for one main thing is, you know, photography is just my crap, always has been. And I would prefer if I made something out of this. So I'm gonna be working extra hard on getting content out for this channel. You know, with the gaming channel, I'm still, of course, gonna upload over there. Like I would never not, but yeah, the playthroughs, holy, the time consumption is way more than I completely forgot how time consuming it is recording those. Over that, like, just, man, it took ages to put that dang Skyrim video together. Okay, forever. The problem is I can't like slowly do it because then I would never upload to the channel. That would be like, dang, okay, he just forgot about the game. Like, it's not that I forgot, it's just that, the time consumption. What that photo look like, make sure it's clean. It is okay. It's a little flushed in lighting. The yellow hues, the warm hues I was trying to get ain't quite there for some reason. But bring that in. Actually, pull up that just a little higher. About 20 should be good. Lacking a bit of color. Increase her lighting a tiny bit. We're not seeing the color. It's a little flushed. Can't have no flushed photos now. Come on now. So I was like, I'll let the people know. From every now and then, when I can, I will. That is good, but she has a. I didn't realize this. She has a lot of light here on her face that I'm not really feeling. That from our main lamps? Yeah, that's from the main lamp. So, what I need to do here is pull up some light to equalize her face here. Right about there should be. That should be good right there. I wasn't supposed to leave the shiny skin mod on for her because she's not actually on the beach, but I completely forgot, so I guess, you know, warm weather. It ain't that warm yet, but, well, I mean, it was actually. It was decently warm. And then a fucking storm cloud pulled up, had it freezing again. I woke up in the middle of the night having to use the bathroom cold as fuck. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? I thought the warmth was coming back. I guess that's a good thing. Don't come back too fast, because, oof. Warmth in this desert quickly turns into heat. And when I say quickly, I mean quickly. One moment is fucking 70, a beautiful 75 out with a little bit of breeze. Next moment, it's 115 dead air. Dead still air. No movement, no wind, no breeze, not a cloud to be seen. So, I don't want it to move too fast now. Let's keep it nice and cool in here for just a little longer. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Work here in this dang desert. It's that cool breeze. It's gone. It's gone. This lady used to have red eyes, but I made her eyes brown because she looked a lot better. I kind of did that with a lot of my characters. I took their crazy eye colors and made it normal, and it looked far better. Her eyes used to be red. I had Irish V. Her eyes used to be like a purple, I think. And I made it green. So that looked a lot better for her. I need to do this for the rest of my characters. I might need to do it on Black Desert too, because my main character on Black Desert got blue eyes with like more like a purplish blue, with like some kind of fucking diamond instead of an actual circular iris. Problem is, I've done so many pictures on that character, I don't know if I can and it not look different. When I changed it up for this character, she only had like maybe just a... Oh, he added eyes? Oh, sick. I ain't gotta pull up the what's-name no more. Nice. Y'all see? That's a good update right there. She only had like maybe just barely over 100 pictures I did on her. So I wasn't too worried about it looking weird. That's like anything I do for Lil Miss V is gonna look too different because I've taken... Lil Miss V, I do everything with that character. Anytime a new update happens, new mods I download, I test them all on her. Even if it ain't her style. So she's got... I've done like 2,000 pictures on that character, I think. Some of them serious, some of them not so serious. Just simply testing out mods or updates. But the problem is, once you have that many photos of a character, it's kind of impossible to change them because it's extremely noticeable. And let's say you have a community of people who like really like that character, they'll notice it too. Like, well, is the problem with having around 2,000 photos of a character. So I don't know if I will be able to, because she already got like 500, maybe more. Plus the fact that she's been in practically every she's been the star of practically every Black Desert video I've ever recorded over on my gaming channel. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I will test it out, because if she might look better with just regular brown eyes. She's supposed to be Korean, so brown is more of a common color than some dang weird purple with lizard irises, you know? It matched her for a little while, but I'm almost 100% sure that she would look better with normal eyes. I've only been able to really do like normal things on her. Back then she was a little thinner, then over the time I made her a little chunkier. That's fairly normal, because, you know, that happens. People put on weight sometimes. Plus I just wanted her to be a little thicker. I changed her hair a few times, you know, normal stuff. But, you know, I don't know if you can change her eyes, not look different. She had them eyes for so long. Years. 5 years to be exact. You know what I'm saying? You can't just change something that's been around for so dang long. This is why I love doing photos on Cyberpunk. Not only is it, you know, of course, the gorgeous characters, but also the freaking quality, man. Quality on these is crazy, man. Now, of course, that is entitled to a little bit of my skills, but just the greatness of the game, too. Plus the filters that I've created for my photos. Just the quality is superb, man. You can't complain, dude. Your shadows is correct. So, I'll see, you know what I mean? It's not like something that's super important. Like I said, I'll definitely still be recording gaming videos, but I'm definitely going to be mostly paying attention to the photography channel, music channel, and a bit of the Warcraft channel. Because I'll be playing way too much Warcraft not to. It'd be pretty foolish not to pay that much attention to a game that I play way too dang much still, after all these dang years, 2 decades. 2 decades, and I still ain't stopped playing. Stopped for like 4 months as of recently. That was because of a dumb choice I made. Be back on the game. I've been uploading. Stuff is mostly getting good views, depending on what I'm uploading, of course. I know one issue I'm having is, the current expansion is a lot of fun. However, people ain't exactly trying to see videos on that. That's the unfortunate part. You gotta fall in line. But, you know, as long as it's PvP, people know I'm gonna upload PvP, so it really don't matter too much. Not like I'm trying to completely switch up the content. There's nothing else I give a crap to do on Warcraft anyways. I just love PvP too much. I will forever be a PvP dude. Nothing has even come close to piquing my interest as much as PvP. PvP is love, you know what I'm saying? Get her a normal looking face here. She's a real chill kind of character, you know what I mean? She never looked too crazy. Never gets angry. She got too much, well, I don't know if I can say she has too much money, but the people she has power, or the people who have power that she's constantly with, have a lot of money and are always willing to protect her because she's that kind of, you know what I mean? She's special. She's special. Alright, let's get that lighting over here. Oh, come on. I forgot how to move the whole light system. Where the heck I'm going here, though? Problem is, I don't know what the controls is on this that well. Oops. Definitely not that. I'm hitting the XYZ, but these two look like they're going in the same direction. That's the problem. This is inaccurate. It's a little inaccurate here. Little inaccurate, rough. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see. Because I got another character who's like that too. She got crazy looking eyes. I would prefer her to have regular looking over on Black Desert. I already did it for my Cyberpunk characters before they got too long. The reason why I don't mind V's eyes though, because even though her eyes are a bit more on the robotic side, is because she's supposed to have, like, you ever see a person who got gray eyes, but it's not like normal, regular gray eyes? No, it's like them fucking super crystalline gray eyes that look insane. They near look like a vampire type of gray eyes. That's what type of gray eyes she's supposed to have. They don't have that option though. So if I change it, she won't look the same, because then that's going to change her look up too much from, you know, someone with crystalline gray eyes. My eyes be crazy looking. If you've never seen crystalline gray eyes, look them up. That's the closest I can get with V and having OG V and having crystalline gray eyes. Them is the grayest of gray eyes, okay? Not the gray eyes where it's like stone gray. Those are great, and don't get me wrong, you feel what I'm saying? It's crystalline. I saw a dark-skinned woman, okay? Chocolate woman with some crystalline gray eyes. That crap was crazy. I don't know what they call it though. Let me see. Crystal gray. What do they even call it? It's the. Oh shoot! What the fuck? What does crystal gray eyes mean spiritually? Oh, get that bullcrap out of my face, man. What is it? I just need. What's spiritually? I ain't saying nothing about no spirituals. Fucking spiritual lyrical miracles. What do they call it? Nah, see, this ain't it. This is man, it's those people who have strikingly blue or strikingly gray eyes. Shoot, even strikingly hazel in some instances. There's a dude I watch on YouTube. I've been watching him for years. That man, I ain't gonna lie, okay? I ain't afraid to say that man got some dang eyes. His name is Chase Money. That man's eyes is crazy. I don't know what the fuck they call it though. What's the brightest gray eyes? It's them fucking eyes that dang near look like someone's staring into your soul, man. Them type of eyes. I don't know what they call it though. A variant of blue. Northern and Eastern European descent. That makes sense. My character is supposed to be half white. She's half white, half native. In the storyline I created for the character, which you can actually see her mother. Her mother is an existing character. Her mother's supposed to be full native. Her father, this is for OGV. Her father's supposed to be half native, half Greek. Wait, Greece is... Where's Greece? Greece ain't northern. Wait. Hold on, I gotta break out the fucking... Yeah, I mean, every episode we always gotta search something up. Because I sure enough do not remember. Where is Greece in Europe? I do not remember. Southeastern, so close enough. Eastern, southeastern. I mean, I guess it depends on the Greek person. I've seen Greek people who you can tell straight off the bat are Greek because they have a very specific look. I've seen Greek folks who you probably wouldn't be able to tell if, you know, they're Russian, American, you know. B, on the other hand, with her clearly dark, curly hair and, dark, curly hair, semi-melanated white person? Hard to explain that. A semi-melanated white person is usually your brown-haired, brown-eyed white peoples. And then your straight-up white people are blondes. Blondes with blue eyes. That's about as white as you can get. You might see some white people who are mad pale, but if you got brown hair, brown eyes, you got a little bit of color in you. It was funny too because I was watching this video way back in the day when I was like a kid. It was this white dude. He was a racist. he was a KKK member, and in the video, they were reading him his DNA, and I knew straight off the bat. I ain't like no, because I was still a kid. I'm like, any white person with curly hair that thick and brown eyes. He had blonde hair, but it was very thick, curly. He had dark brown eyes. I'm like, that man might not be as white as he think he is. They read him the joints. They was like, you're 14% African. The look on his face. I thought it was gonna be the usual over generic fucking reaction. Nah, that one must have been genuine because the look on his face, he had the look of surprise and disgust. Like, dang. Like, man, you should know better. You got thick curly hair, dark brown eyes. You're not quite as white as you might think you are, you know. Although I'm sure a lot of people nowadays don't quite care as much because, you know, these days people are much different from back in the day. You got white people trying to fight for black people. It's crazy out here. You see all them Black Lives Matters rallies, and it was mostly white people. I'm like, the fuck? You got a little bit of color in you. You got thick curly hair. That's OGV. Half native, half Greek specifically, because at first I was like, she kind of got a little too many darker features to be. I'm like, let me go with something. Let me go with Greek. I think she would fit the Greek, half Greek route quite well. Is a white character with darker hair, dark, thick hair. A lot of Greek folks tend to have fairly thick hair, especially like Greeks folks, like the ones you know for sure are Greek. They tend to have fairly thick hair, at least with all the Greek folks that I've seen. A lot of what is that? Southeastern. You're like your Hungary, and places around that. They usually have much thicker, darker hair. Not all the time, of course, but sometimes. Comes down to it, practically. You can see Latino folks who are redhead. That crap, crazy when I first found that out. It was the boxer, I think. What's his name? Canelo Alvarez. He was the first redheaded Latino I'd ever seen. I was confused. I had to be, how old was I at that time? No, not Canelo, because he ain't been boxing that long. When did he start boxing? Let's see. About to look something else up. Canelo Alvarez. Start. I spelled that wrong. boxing. 2004. Oh no, that's his brother. Professional at 2005. How old was? Oh shoot! Wait, how old is he? Oh, he might be a lot older than I realized. 15. He went professional at 15 in 2005. You know how old I was in 2005? Fucking 9. I was 9 years old. Oh yeah, never mind. He might have been the first. I was 9. 2005. I was that was around the when I started playing Warcraft. When I started playing Warcraft for the first time ever. Dang, I didn't know he was that old. Yeah, how old is he? How old is this man? 34. Oh yeah, he's a little older than me. I ain't in my 30s yet though. One more year. No, yeah, so he might have been the first. And at that point in time, I had realized that, okay, there's a bit more mixing, matching than I thought. I don't know when I learned something else too. And I had learned that typically, if they aren't blonde-haired, blue-eyed, they're not full white. You got a little bit of mixes. If you ain't full, if you ain't blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay, I didn't know that's what that was gonna be. Come on now. What this thing is big as fuck. I just accidentally took a picture. That is not a good picture at all. One, her arm looked crazy. That's number one. Number two. Delete. Spacebar on exit. Where's the joints that is there any seated pose that works for these? These things are huge. Go to this side, this one might work. Sitting there, but I don't know, it might not. No, this not face. We'd have to be hanging off the side a little bit. Oops. It's one of the many things I was learning though, just to, you know, because I do so many dang character creations that when I'm making a character, I want to make sure that I'm getting it correctly. So I always look everything up to make sure what works and what doesn't work. What would, what wouldn't, what does that person look like on average? What does this person look like on average? To make sure that when I'm creating a character, everything I'm doing is correct. So like beforehand, this was way back. I was like many uninformed folks out there who could not tell the difference between a Korean person, a Chinese person, and a Japanese person. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? I was uninformed back in my days, like many peoples. Okay, so I had to figure it out. I'm like, who looks like what looks like who? What's the actual difference now? In this day and age, I can easily tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's almost too easy, because I always like to make sure that the characters I'm creating are perfect to what they're supposed to be. I don't want no mess ups, no mistakes, none of that. Let's go out here. So on Black Desert, actually, I have a character who bothers me a little bit, okay? Her name is Lin Okada. She is Japanese. However, she does not look Japanese. She definitely looks Chinese. Here's the issue. I've already done too many photos with the character, and her name being Lin Okada. I would have to go back to each and every single one and either recreate or rename. And some of those joints, shoot, I had written out in Japanese. So that's the issue I'm having, because with all my other Asian characters, they all look as they should. You know Okay, we got Venus here. Venus is very clearly Japanese. My main character on Black Desert, Ayane, she's very clearly Korean. So on and so forth. I have characters who are fucking very clearly Thai, Vietnamese, all that. That one character though? Wrong. She's incorrect. She does not look Japanese at all. I always want to make sure I'm getting it right, you know what I'm saying? That's like when I was creating one of my characters over on Skyrim. She's Greek. You see the character, she is very clearly a Greek character. Thick, long brown hair, dark brown eyes, with semi-tannish skin. Typically something you see from Greek folks. Okay? But with that character, she ain't got the proper skin tone. She doesn't have the proper facial structure or any dang thing. So she doesn't fit her name very well. I'm like, dang it! Because I always try to make sure I get my characters right. Okay? Facial features you would use for a black American person, you wouldn't see on an African person. Typically. Sometimes you can, but typically you will not, because facial features always come down to the region. Okay? African folks typically have stronger facial features because their whole fucking land is far different from ours. But we have smaller features because we're in a land where it's necessary. Like now, I've been living in this hot as fuck desert pretty much my entire life. The small portion of time that I was living in New York, where it's far more humid, man, my hair was growing crazy. Fucking, I was hairy as fuck. Now, I'm not a very hairy person at all now, because in the desert, in a dry desert, you don't want to be having all that dang hair on you. So your body will adapt to whatever you're around. Her facial features are wrong, not what you would see. Her skin tones, all that extra stuff. She don't look Japanese. Bothered me for the longest, but I did too many photos. Wait, is that 10? Oh, that's 10. Bothered me for the longest because I know it, but I can't change it because I've done too much. I've done too much for the character. Alright, boom, that is full set of 10. Clean as fuck. On to the next. We're pulling up on Samoan V. Alright, after a long time of trying to fucking find out what dang tattoos she had, just to remember that I had a dang folder where I kept all her specific mods in and completely forgot. Then completely forgot that you can just download the mod to Nexus from a raw file and it would work perfectly fine. Okay, took me like fucking 40 minutes to realize that. But look, we're here now, okay? We're back in action, baby. Tell you what, this volumetric fog is not gonna work. I can't see crap. There we go. And sometimes volumetric fog is just a little too much. You know what? Somebody actually had a mod that cleans up the volumetric fog by quite a bit. I might need to check that out. There's a mod that somebody made where it will make volumetric fog not so crazy. Now this is one of the characters who used to have crazy looking eyes. And when I made her eyes just brown, I'm like, you know what? She looks a million times better with just regular brown eyes. Used to have like these crazy looking fucking large black eyes with like glowing irises around the outside. It was cool, but after a while I'm like, she would look a million times better if I gave her regular looking eyes. You know what might be a cool hairstyle to rock on her? Is this dang ponytail mod that I have found. I think it would fit her quite well. It would definitely be a ponytail that you would see a Samoan person rocking. Okay, I might have to put that on her, see what it looked like. See what it looked like. Oh, I forgot the table. I was gonna get on a table and a chair for her to chill out with, but I completely forgot. But yeah, I've been running around for a minute trying to get the dang mod working, not realizing that I completely forgot I had a folder that was made 70s? Oh, that might work. I had a folder that I made specifically for her mods, because at the time I forgot that you could just simply work on a table. Anybody say nothing about no little TV? Oh. This is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Be not afraid. What the heck? Expect to see that and get a fucking motivational quote. A little past that though. Now it's just a hustle, you know what I mean? I'm out here hustling. A lot of people who be like, yo, what the fuck? How you just be uploading stuff like this where you know, showing characters and they're not fully dressed, and or they may be fully dressed, or you know, because I don't be giving a crap, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? Photography is one of my main loves in life, and I'm not gonna not do my virtuals and all that just because somebody else don't like what they see. You feel what I'm saying? But see, my biggest thing is, and this should be everybody's way of thinking, okay? If there is something that you enjoy, okay, for me that is my photography, whether it be real life, whether it's virtual, you know, I do a little bit of AI, but I don't enjoy doing the AI nearly as much as I do everything else. Because, you know, I'm the one who's actually working on this and putting the styles in. You know, it took me some time to make a really good prompt with the AI stuff, so it's not like it's some instantaneous type of thing to create some of the AI stuff that I create. You definitely got to have some time in it. But, you know, it ain't this. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too, because I don't use Twitter at all, but this video I was watching, well, I mean, I use it to post my videos. That's literally it. To me, nobody, unless you're using it to post your videos, nobody should really be using Twitter like that, because it is a cesspit of trash. But you know, it's funny because somebody was talking about AI this and that, and then the AI couldn't do this, and then somebody was like, "That's funny. AI is so good, yet if that was an actual person, they would have did it for you in a heartbeat." And that's the truth. That's the truth. There's a lot of things you can't do with AI. A lot of things you could easily do yourself if you got the skills to do so. You feel what I'm saying? And for me, like I said, photography has been one of my loves since I was a youngster. I'm gonna do my photography stuff. Whether that's with characters, whether that's with cars, whether that's with scenery, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody should be doing that. You gotta do what you gotta do to get where you need to get, then you need to get to it. You feel what I'm saying? Because right now, you know what I mean? Right on my dang screen on my Xbox is a gorgeous little Nissan Safari Turbo 1985 just waiting for me to finish the pictures, okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to do once I'm done recording this right here. You're going to see that in the photos of the week. You feel what I'm saying? But I also realized something else. That a lot of times, okay? A lot of the times when people are upset at the fact that you might be doing something, or they find it, what's the word people be overly using? Cringy. If they find it cringy, I mean, it could either be because what you're doing I mean, now me personally, there's a lot of things I don't really find cringe, because if I'm gonna be 100% honest, a lot of the people who overly use the word cringe, and in my personal opinion, are very weak people. Because some people find so many different things cringe, it's crazy. Like, do you find anything not cringe? So if I'm being honest, you feel what I'm saying? Anybody who overly uses the word cringe and they find every little thing they see cringe is because, hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta work on yourself, because that's that to me is a weakness type of thing. You weak, dang near everything you see makes your spine tingle, and you don't like it. And you don't know how to, because you don't know how to, you know, just roll with it. I've seen many a things that's ridiculous, and like, hey, to each their own, that I personally would never do. I ain't never said something was cringe though. To me, that comes down to the weakness. So you really got to think about the person too, more than yourself, okay? When you think about it, right? I'm putting these dang photos together. Like I said, it's been about an hour since the last character, since Japanese V. Setting up these characters, setting up the scenery, getting the lighting done, all that stuff, creating the character number one. Shoot, my character creating folks out there know how long it can take to create a character sometimes. You'll sit there, hop on a brand new game, and your first fucking 2-3 hours will be spent creating a character who needs to be a masterpiece. Okay, when it takes time to put in the work and to create what you're creating, you feel what I'm saying? It could never, that no one's opinion should ever be able to take hold over what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? I've had many people who are like, yo, these pictures are amazing. I've had many people who's like, yo, what the heck? Who does stuff like this? People who got some sort of skill. That's okay. Because if it was a real life type of thing, they wouldn't say the same thing. If I, let's say I'm trying to, although I don't know if I really would, because you know, modern day people is a little strange. But let's say I was doing more real life stuff with actual models, right? It wouldn't be weird, it wouldn't be cringe, but because it's a fake character, it's weird or cringe. That just lets you know that people are very selective on their choice on what they wish to call cringe. And then in the other instance, like I say, some people just out here kind of weak, if I'm being honest. Some people find every dang thing cringy. Like, okay, that's on you. That's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just you. You got issues. You find every little thing you see cringy. You got issues. That got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, like I said, somebody might do something that I find goofy as fuck, but for me, it's that's them. Whatever they decide to do, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That's always been my kind of thing. Please. Some people want to do what they want to do. They gonna do what they gonna do. Feel what I'm saying? Me, I'm too busy trying to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Be worried about what's cringy and what ain't cringy. I don't give a crap. I ain't gonna be doing it, so it don't mean no thing to me. You feel me? You know? Now there are some things that are genuinely. Okay? Now me personally, I don't really use the word cringe because I find the word cringe kind of corny. But let's use it in the instance and in the context of certain things just genuinely being a little, you know? It's gotta be like straight up, I don't know, like some fucking, like some furry type stuff. Now that I would be able to agree with, because some of them people, you know, strange things. But like some of the crap people be complaining about be crazy. Okay. Nothing cannot be cringe to you. So that comes down to you at that point. You know what I mean? Not the other person. That's on you. Number one. And number two, another thing that always killed me is people believing that people are supposed to be, you know, anybody asked. I had somebody one time, I was in a live stream. I was doing one of my live streams on Warcraft. This fool came into my chat talking about me and my peoples. We having a good old chat, man. I got a couple peoples in there. It was actually a pretty healthy stream too. I mean, my streams on my Warcraft channel are usually pretty healthy, so that's not no real surprise. Man, we was in there chit-chatting it up with like 4-5 different people plus me, right? Somebody coming to the stream. I think there's a good amount of people watching. If I'm not mistaken, that stream had got like 600 views at that time. It was a good, decent fucking stream. It was fair, decent, and a lot of us was chit-chatting. Okay, right? So we chit-chatting, we doing our thing. Somebody pulled up in the chat talking about anybody who plays nothing but half-naked female characters, which he was already off at that point because I had very clearly scrolled past a multitude of male characters. He ain't want to see that, right? Because whenever something is cringy, it's got to fit that person's narrative. So she I think it was a she actually. She didn't want to notice none of the male characters. She just completely ignored all of the male characters. I have a lot of male characters on Warcraft. Okay, ignored all the dudes. Talking about anybody who plays nothing but half-naked female characters is cringe. I'm like, so what about all the male characters? I clearly just scrolled past. What about the male characters who are, you know, shirtless? Because I have a few male characters who are shirtless because that's their swag. That's what fits them. You know what I mean? Big guy Draenei status. Yeah, I feel what I'm saying. If you ain't never played Warcraft, I can't really explain to you. Some of the characters they're just large dudes, right? And in their lore, in they swag, That's their style. You feel what I'm saying? Right? Nah, just ignore all them dudes. The male characters, the female characters who were clothed, the female characters who were half clothed, those are the only ones that fool saw. I'm like, come on, man. You trying to push a narrative, number one, and number two, I do not remember asking. You feel what I'm saying? You just came in here trying to call a grown man cringe, like he gonna really sit there and be like, oh no, this person called me cringe. You know, once you get over certain things like that, you saw what that little TV screen said. Be not afraid. You feel what I'm saying? Once you get past all the other people's trash, you get to really unlock your full capabilities. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying to y'all earlier with the photography channel here. Do expect to see a whole lot more being done, because I know what I need to do. I just ain't did it. That is fully focus on the photography channel. Now, of course, for my people who are subscribed to both the photography and the Warcraft and the music, of course, those ain't gonna go no dang where. I'm still gonna upload to the gaming channel, to the Warcraft channel, especially in the music channel. I just want to do a way more over here too for y'all. Way more than I've been doing. There's so many dang old cinematic videos that I could easily re-upload that I still have in full quality that I haven't uploaded yet, because I'm like, man, should I upload these? Of course, they're great. So I'm about to be getting a lot of stuff done. I mean, you see the sheer quality we got going on right now. Actually, hold on, is this sheer quality? Look good from here, but let me make sure it actually look good in the photos. It looks freaking spectacular. This is the only, you know what I noticed? Another thing too. This character right here was the first Polynesian character I had ever made here on Cyberpunk. You know what I just realized I ain't never made? I don't have an Indian character, yo. Okay, I got mad Native Americans, but not no Indian. You know what I'm saying? Punjabi Indian, Hindi Indian. You know, I ain't got none of those. Like, I'm messing up. I did an episode long time ago. It was titled it was just my Asian character. So that was Japanese V. Up a little bit. That was Japanese V, Thai V, and Polynesian V. But Polynesian V was kind of the exception, only because I heard a Samoan man say, you know what, yeah, we kind of Asian. It was from a Samoan man. He said it. So I used her. But that would have been cool too if I would have had an Indian character, you know what I mean? I don't though. So I'm done doing some photos today. I probably will. A good chance I will have one. Like, the lighting on her is so fucking perfect. I'm barely having to move the crap. Only for when there's an excess of shadows, which we're not really getting. That is the beauty of taking pictures of darker characters. Shadows are so easy to pass by. Then she got all these dark tribal tattoos too. So the shadows are not really popping up on her that easily. Man, it makes things easy breezy to work with. Normally, you know, well, not normally, because I do have majority darker tone characters. But when I am doing a lighter tone character, you really have to pay attention to where shadows are going to be. Otherwise, ain't going to look the way you want it to look. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, once you just really get to start doing what the fuck you trying to do and what you looking to do and what you want to fucking do, things become a lot easier, okay? You're trying to learn how to dance, but people keep telling you can't dance. Well, you gotta start from some fucking where. You just don't instantly know how to dang dance. You gotta learn. But then you gonna have people like, oh man, you can't dance, you need to stop. Well, if you stop, well, then you're definitely not gonna know how to dance, because you'll never learn how to dance because you done stopped and you kept giving up because of what somebody else was saying. Shoot. Now I know it's easier to say as, you know, someone at my age, 29. A lot easier to say than someone who might be a lot younger, you know. Say you like fucking 19, 20, whatever, right? Then it's gonna be a little harder to do so. But if I'm being 100% honest, for me, it happened pretty early, like 13, where I realized that okay, people just be hating a lot. You be trying to get some crap done and fools is hating. So you just kind of I didn't realize her leg was up. So you just kind of got to do what the fuck you need to do. Get it done. Hustle the absolute crap out of it. Okay? Just hustle it. Hardcore, non-stop, day in, day out. Just don't lose your fucking mind. Take breaks every now and then. Take breaks every now and then. Lose your dang mind. Lose your marbles. Yeah, I actually like this one better. With the knee up on the foam couch. Just gotta hustle that crap. My problem is I think I was hustling the gaming channel too much. Don't get me wrong, I like doing the gaming videos, but it's definitely not the main thing I wish to do. You feel what I'm saying? Photography I can do anywhere, everywhere. Let's say I'm fucking taking a vacation or something. I can be out doing my photos. I'm not about to be fucking out on the chilling on the beach working on gaming videos. This one goofy looking thing. I did not even know I had this. I'll use that more often. Alright, let's get to the next character. I so bon, you know what I mean? Okay. Look here, people. Look here, people. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here for certain things. I'm kind of thinking, right? Because I still have so much of the photography stuff on the gaming channel, per se, that I shouldn't be switching over again, but this time, I mean, nothing's happening to the Warcraft channel. That's one of the most important. The Warcraft and the music channel. Those two are the most important right now. Nothing's happening to those. Those are going to stay exactly how they need. But I think there's one last switch, and I mean last for sure, okay, that I need to do. That is gaming channel and the photography channel again. Because a lot of the original photography stuff that I was doing is over there. And I could do a slight re-upload. But at the same time, what's going on with her hand? What's that all about? You need a full light setup for her? Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be good for sure. You know, at the same time, no, it's like, dang, this is like the third time I done switched. So many choices, man. But see, that's another thing too, though. It'll be the actual proper good choice this time. Because this is what people were used to over there. Okay, I'm not feeling what the fuck is going on with her hand right there. Like the darkness. Much cleaner colors. Much cleaner colors there. I just don't know what's her hand. About there. Right about there. Boom. Oh. Something's off. Depth of field. No depth of field. Test something out real quick. What this looks like with that good old filter. It's pretty good, but we're gonna have to increase the light on her. Gives off a real 70s look. A real 1970s Mexico look. I mean, well, not for some reasons, because every freaking movie that's ever existed, when it's set in Mexico, it's either really yellow or really bronze. Makes it look like she's on the beaches of Mexico right now. Ain't nice city. Oh, we got that dang nasty looking trash can. Can I remove that? I realize that dang one barrel on fire. Or whatever. Hurting it that much. Alright, let's see what that looks like. See what that looks like. See if we're gonna go with regular color or not. Yeah, I think it would make more sense this time around. Again, not... See, here's where I messed up. This is the long detail of where I messed up, since we're gonna clearly be here for a little minute. Where I messed up was the gaming channel, which is the big channel, okay? Where this video is probably at right now, depending on what decisions I made. This started his life as a gaming channel. Then, for a healthy amount of time actually, I turned it into a photography channel. It gained a crap ton of subscribers as a photography channel. Then I try to bring it back into gaming. Here it is again, back into photography. The biggest issue I'm having is I don't know what is and isn't going to work. And I mean, it's near impossible to know. And unfortunately, it's one of the major things. It's one of the biggest things that fucking sets me back. But, you know, unfortunately, you can't ever truly get the opportunity to know until it does. You feel what I'm saying? Now, personally, I would prefer to do my photography, these photo sessions, and all that. And here's the stupid thing. You know something could easily work because a crap ton of people subscribe, they watch, and they leave comments. But your brain is really good at telling you that something isn't going to work. Even though the numbers speak for themselves. Comments speak for themselves. The people liking, the people subscribing, speaks for itself. But your brain, real good, your brain, real good at telling you otherwise. Okay, here's the new issue I'm having. Now that I understand that it could and easily will work, I keep bouncing the two. Now this would be the last time of that because we already know it's pristine, she is gorgeous, and boom. We know now, I know now. It's like, fuck, how do people gonna feel about that? But then again, at the same time, because it was so many subscribers who joined for the photographies, he probably won't feel no way, but, oh shoot, finally, about time. Hopefully he doesn't switch up again. As where this would indeed be the last switch up. I know what I want to do. I know what I got to do. Okay, I have the idea now. It's been solidified. I just need to make sure that I do it properly this time. Properly this time is not stopping the Warcraft channel for no dang reason, which is definitely not going to happen. Warcraft channel is running, going, and the only way it could possibly not is if Blizzard themselves mess up and make a really pooey fucking, you know, expansion that absolutely nobody is interested in. Because right now, even if I do upload War Within stuff, it still does pretty decent. What lamp is that? This one? What is this one? Shoot. Too far. Oh. And then let's move one of these lights. This side. Actually, I want to move the both of these. Needs a little bit more light over there because that's where the sun is. Boom. This is why I only really use the shiny skin mod for when I'm doing beach stuff, because if you're not doing beach photos, the shiny skin mod can make your character look less what's the best way to say it? Their colors and all that, their skin tones, and they won't strike as hard. It works though now really well because clearly she's on the beach. It's nice and sunny with the water and all that, so it works here. But on the norm, I definitely do shiny skin because it is a little harder to work with, just a little bit. But yeah, now you know I know what I need to do. I know how I need to do it. So you know, I'll do it properly this time. And this channel would probably, well, not this channel, just depending on where this gets uploaded. But the current kind of sort of photography gaming, that'll turn back into what it used to be. Because here's the issue with that one too, is that channel started life as a photography / cinematic channel. But then I started streaming and uploading tons of regular games, and that's where most of those subscribers came from. So to turn into a photography channel now, that's not what people were there for. And I gotta stop doing this constant back and forth switching, because if I do, I lose watch hours every time I do it, and that pushes the channels further back to the point where YouTube won't even support them anymore. Once you get that issue, which I already semi have, well, shoot, you dang near be better off making a whole new channel. Or, you know, fund the videos, which is something you should do anyways if you plan on making a YouTube channel. It won't always be off of raw views. A lot of people who will tell you, oh man, all you need to do is just keep on uploading. They don't tell you the part though where, you know, a little bit of cash. It ain't even got to be that much. I was putting like fucking $1 on my videos for ads and gaining quite a bit of subscribers, which I guess isn't too hard because of, you know, immaculate thumbnails and whatnot. It wasn't too hard with these incredible looking characters and incredible thumbnails. Though I ain't gonna lie, the shiny skin does slightly take away from the pristineness of your character. What it does add is the goodness graciousness of your character. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't did photos with this character in a hot minute. I need to do a full Native American episode. That's gonna be OGV, her, and Mama V. That was a long time ago when that guy had got mad at me for saying, you know, Mama V ain't that type of character. I would have her, you know, half dressed in her photos. He's like, you don't know what you're talking about? That man went on a full-on rant of why my old lady character should be half naked. I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. I mean, she's not like old. She's supposed to be in her 50s, but he was really upset that my 50-year-old character was not half naked. Like, man, if you don't get the fuck on. That man was genuinely upset, yo. Some people will probably remember that. Maybe not, because he deleted his comment. He didn't even keep it up after that. Because I sent a message back, I'm like, you went on a whole rant for a character that's not even real, number one. And number two, what the fuck does any of that have to do with my character? My character, who's supposed to be in her 50s, is not that kind of lady. Okay? Therefore, if I'm not going to have her, okay, underdressed in this video, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, is not have her underdressed in this video. After that comment was gone, he deleted that joint. I think he realized, shoot, I really did just go on a full rant. Like, dude, I feel what you're saying. There are indeed some, you know, older women who used to do some crazy things when they were younger. But that was when they were younger, okay? Yeah, you could probably go back to a Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg video and see somebody's mama. Guess what? She probably don't do that same kind of thing. People get older, they mature, okay? That boy was upset. Yeah. I ain't never had nobody mad like that for not doing, Guess he really liked that character. I mean, to be fair, Mama V, I did put my all into her. She's a great looking character like any of my other characters. Okay, but that was a little, you know what I mean? It was a bit much. That mad man. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. You ain't never been that serious, son. You ain't never been that serious. Wait, what? Oh, I passed it some dang how. You ain't never been that serious, son. But she's not looking. Thought she was gonna. Okay, well, actually, no, I like the direction better. You ain't never been that serious. Oh, yeah. This will be the last time. I'm gonna do it slowly, though, this time. It'll be done much smarter. These will come in weekly as they used to. And then slowly I'll, you know, change it up a bit. And then for the photography channel, it's kind of, sort of... Well, this is the photography channel as of uploading this. This is back to where it once was. It's gonna be slow, gradual, okay? And if not slow and gradual, it will be stuff that people liked a lot at the time. Black Desert game, what? Black Desert, where I was, you know, making the cash flow and all that good stuff. That's number one. Number two, just ease into it. Don't bum rush it so quickly. Unless people, of course, are like, yo, fucking bum rush to it. Get back to it, baby. That's what I want. Like I said, the folks on the Warcraft channel ain't got nothing to worry about. My thing is, like I said, my biggest thing is gaming is cool, but it's always been just a thing for fun. If I'm out on freaking like vacation or something, I can't, it's not feasible. Gaming content isn't feasible, nor is it a real world, you know, it's not a real world trade. It ain't a skill. It's just a thing that you do for the fun. What's going on with her arm? Ah, shoot. Ooh, voice crack. Water? Hurt. Bad. It's not feasible, number one. It's not realistic. Could it work? Absolutely. There's a ton of people out here who made bank off of gaming. There's also a ton of those same people who ain't making bank off of gaming anymore. And though, you know, like I said, the gaming is cool, but it's not a long-term thing. It's more like something I just goof around with at night. I'm chilling, bored, I'm about to go to sleep. Well, not bored, but I'm about to go to sleep soon. So I'm like, you know, let me play something real quick before I hit the sack. Let me play a little something. Feel what I'm saying? As where photography is my crap. It always has been. Always will be. Since I was a youngster. Lining up my eye, right? Lining up my eye with the tree line to get the sun to perfectly flash through the trees. Get that nostalgic look. You know what I mean? I was doing that crap when I was just a youngster. Feel what I'm saying? I was young. Okay. Real young. Already figuring out the ways of photography before I even knew that that's what it was called. You know what I'm saying? Games, it's always just something I goof around with. Believe it or not, I hop on Black Ops to do photos before I hop on to actually play the dang game. But every now and then I might try to mess around with some zombies. That's about it. For the most part, I hop on there because there's some maps that need pictures taken of. Kneel before the queen. You know what I mean? That's what I'm out here doing. Feel what I'm saying? So this time when I do it, it's gonna be done properly. No messing crap up. No mix. Dude, can't get it out. No mess ups this time. It's only gonna be one time for the one time. Once I do what I need to do, it's going to be done. There'll be no mixing around ever again. Cause see another thing I messed up on, like I said, your mind is real good at making you believe that this versus what's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like they'll say, you're really good at hurting yourself with something that hasn't even happened versus what's actually happening. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be like, oh man, people might not want to see that though. But the obvious truth is people was watching the absolute crap out of the photography videos I was doing. Shoot, dang near more than the gaming videos. And there's nothing a little bit of ads wouldn't have done. That's a full 10 right there. But it's all good, you know, I'm gonna do it properly this time. Oh shoot, do it properly this time. That is another beautiful 10 sets of photos, my good people. These came out absolutely perfect. So if, because I'm gonna be uploading the stuff to this channel, I will have to think of a lot of new ideas, but that's not gonna be very hard to do, because this is what I do. I know I need to do a lot more scenery, especially of Dogtown. I haven't done any photos in Dogtown. But, there we go, my good peoples. That is a full 30 set. This has been your boy, Jeton Legendary. If you enjoyed this video, that's good. If you didn't enjoy this video, that's good. Either way you watched it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share with your people showing legendary playing sports to become legendary. There's going to be a lot more. We're going to be getting back into it. Okay. No more mistakes this time. Like I said, no more mistakes.